is good? My anime people, what is good? I'm gonna try to find a game where I can make a robot and fight a ridiculous amount of opponents and stuff like that, or at least someone that looks remotely like I can make a robot, right? And just go ham. So maybe next time I do a video for this anime, it might not be the same characters or the same game. So we'll see what happens. But with this week's episode, I am absolutely not really as concerned as I feel I should be for the main character, but after this new transformation, it feels as if there is something much more different about him, almost as if there's a second person being manipulated in this situation, or not manipulating, doing the manipulation to our character. And I think that would be a cool way to kind of give us information on what is going on with him. But I think this is more or less the sad truth of a boy who has probably learned way too much, and that is something that has poisoned his thought process, his overall love to protect, his overall he probably despises the government even more because I think he already has heard this story about Ghost, right? Our prototype Zero, and having all that information in his head and knowing that the government has become the reason why it was let loose in the first place, took the father of, one of his best friends now, and to top it off, there's multiple instances where he's already, grown to hate Ghost in the sense of like the way it was handling death and stuff. I honestly, I really feel like there is um, I thought there was a bond between Ghost and this character once that whole entire crap popped off, right? And because it feels more or less like Brad, the guy who can control multiple AIs, since he has it and he's working on it, it then brings into question what is truly going on here. And the other thing that could be making our main character so uh like, the way that he is could also be and this might not be even remotely close, but he could be angry that he was saved and prioritized instead of making sure they receive or retrieve this thing he risked his life for. Him and his whole team risked his life for, that was taking more lives maybe than the armies. That's kind of debatable, right? I don't think the armies were killing that many people I don't think Ghost was killing that many people compared to the army who will then continuously still do it in the sense of like they get what they want and they're still doing what it is they're doing. I think he's met or heard more people like this character that he's just now meeting, right? The one that's like, oh, well, I would use another one of your Japanese people, offer him some stuff, and then kill him again. Like that's literally what he is, declaring. And if he's already seen what they've done, he's already experienced what they've done to him and everybody else, and now this is the right direction for his character to be going. Just getting darker and darker with not seeing the light in these people and more or less seeing that he needs to become the light for his own people. I think that's a very cool way to give us a lot of what I expect to come next, which is his teammates kind of getting the story and wanting to understand. Because I think this episode alone can be huge for the motivation slash morale is more or less what I was looking for, of their team, of their composition, because the reason why they work so good is because of what Brad was explaining. The one person's getting attention, then they're shooting them, and then after that or after the second person has already got attention from shooting at the other robots and becoming a threat, the third person then shows up and they rinse and repeat. Now the first person's open, and he or she is still flying around looking for a target that isn't looking for her anymore. So they have this crazy cycle where they're always opening up their opponent, making it that much easier for one of them to score an attack. And that might not work all that well if these two don't trust him and don't care for his new personality, willing to kill these pilots. I think that's actually the first man turret we've seen of someone die purposely, right? Like, not. He clearly opened up the cockpit just to have that conversation, and it still didn't go the way he wanted it. So you're done, bro. Like, get him out of here. Overall, my anime people, this is getting very good, and it's always been good, but now it's just getting better, I should say. And I hope y'all are having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna go look around and see if there was other animes that I was watching, or I see Bookworms out and stuff, but I haven't even watched all of season one still to this point. So maybe I'll throw that on in the background and, kind of binge through some of it more and see if I actually care for us watch a second season. But yeah, I will definitely let y'all know, and I'll talk to you if I have another video tonight or for sure tomorrow. So peace.